We're about 10 miles due east of the U.S. Capitol building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Seahawks come out and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell by far was the best year of his career, and it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell, can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs?
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. 4
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Flush to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but
In my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Walker. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard now?
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders, nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Boye Mafe in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That'll be taken in by Krusty Merritt. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Seahawks offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit for a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down.
A gain of 18. And the Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
16 more yards.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
A gain of 16.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Seahawks 1st down. 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Commanders' offense ready for their second possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Slot man gonna move in motion left. They'll run here with the rookie. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing on second down. Daniel going up top. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation. Contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Here's Tress Way now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they needed to be. Turn it over on down. Well, Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They run with Walker. And he finds a little bit of space. They'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Darnold. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
First and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Darnold now to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Quick throw, taken in. He can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle. And
that one, taken in. Cooper, touchdown, Seattle.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Now the point after try from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this to about the 28. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Slot man in motion right. Daniels to throw on second down. That one complete to Jalen Lane. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll try to run for it.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Yeah. Uh-oh. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. First catch of the ball game for Debo. That's a first down.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big play there for Washington. It's a gain of 34.
1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll try to run this one in.
Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, the ball carrier. The tackle by Leonard Williams.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Rodriguez. He will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Trying to run. Good blocking, and he's in. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, touchdown, Washington.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback.
They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders get back in it. It is 21-7. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now Darnold. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Seattle.
Yards on the play. And the Seahawks, 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
He'll step up and run this. Showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On 2nd down, option going left. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain on the play. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time,
they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And right to the 25-yard line, that is enough for the 1st down, so they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
That's another Seahawks 1st down.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a 3rd down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs.
They'll take this forward for about 5.
So, of course, these plays are designed, Mike, to get big gains, but even though that's not the case here, what these plays do is they keep the defense off balance. They match up with their regular traditional run game. They match up with all their pre-snap motions and shifts. So it just adds a little eye candy and makes this defense, the second they take their eyes off the read, if they guess wrong, that's where the big plays come and complement off of it. And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. That is hot. What a throw. Corey Horton. Touchdown, Seahawks. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. To return, it's McCaffrey. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Commanders first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now, Daniel. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play there for Washington. 37 yards.
The 7-yard line.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
A gain of 3.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain. That's a full.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniel. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The offense staying out there for this 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Loose past the 35. Big jump out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A big play after being backed up. A pickup of 44 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
It's complete. He's got covered. They get 18 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 25, here's second and 6. On the ground, it's Walker. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On third and 2, it's Darnold. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's Walker. A short kick down to the 7.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Second and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in this first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are going to extend their lead.
Seahawks 35, Commanders 7. Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Going to keep it on the zone read. He gets free inside the 30. And he is gone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, shades of college football, old school offense there. They run option, and they pick the right option. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown.
And the key to defending an option play, Mike, is that every defender executes their specific job. In this case, the defender who was responsible for the quarterback, he completely loses sight of him, and it was all the space the quarterback needed to take it to the house.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit.
14.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Out quick, it's Cup on the RPO. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16. And very quickly, a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Seattle.
First down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He takes off. Here comes 2nd and 4. On play action, here's Darnold. Oh, a loose football. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. The Seahawks scoop it up. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Seahawks are able to extend the lead.
42, Commanders 14.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Side, pulled in by Samuel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive.
And he will score! Samuel, touchdown Commanders. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Gay to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer.
42, Commanders 21.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run the toss with Walker. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To throw on first down is Darnold. Up brings it in left side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Moving to his left.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down. Daniels. Work in the middle. He's got Ertz. 15 yards through the air. First down, Washington.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he'll get about 6 there. setting up second down.
Woolen on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Off he goes. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become effective. He picked up the first down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Up the middle they go. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Kobe Bryant there to bring him down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. The tight end Ertz in motion. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. There's Ertz. He's got it right side. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A 51-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Commanders cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run right. Here's Walker. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jerron Payne there for the stop.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Why can't we score? These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs. And now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Darnold. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And that is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Daniel. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
They'll motion over Samuel. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Jaron Reed on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
14 yards.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
They'll motion over Samuel. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. He'll step up and run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. What a run, he brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Commanders first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Now a handoff, running right. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Back at the 25-yard
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Daniels now going to look to throw. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Seahawks scoop it up.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Now the point after try from Myers. His kick is good, and the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
52. Commanders 24. Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw with Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
The Commanders about to send this one away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him. Into this 3rd quarter, they just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up 8 out to the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. A tackle made by the former 1st-rounder, Javon Kinlaw.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
from just across the midfield stripe. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
Seahawks, 1st down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Nine yards from the end zone for 2nd down and goal. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And this defense trying to stiffen. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
He'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is 4th and goal.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Start on the ground. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of
18 yards on the connection. 1st down, Washington.
1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Samuel has it working the middle. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difference.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll take this one in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Just a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit.
Commanders 31.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. On play action, here's Darnold. Now he'll run.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. They'll get a new set of downs. It's a gain of 19.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing, Darnold. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
His throw left side is complete. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss with Walker. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Throwing on second down, Daniel. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Leonard Williams in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll be second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Daniels to throw on second down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is. I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back, it looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
He'll get this out quickly to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A gain there of 27 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Daniels gonna throw again. Short one there. He's got Ertz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jaron Reed getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
A 2-yard gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Off he goes. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal. And that a record run. It will break Colin Kaepernick's single-game mark for rushing yards by a quarterback. Kaepernick had 181 back in the divisional playoff January of 2013. This game surpasses that one. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal on the Seahawks 5-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. On second down, it's Daniel. And he's in. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Commander. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
So now Daniels and the Commanders' offense going to go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll swing that out wide. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. He'll get this out wide. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Seahawks, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Darnold. That's taken in by Horton. And he will get into the end zone. Corey Horton. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 39. Jason Myers.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A quick throw out wide, hot left side. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking it.
It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Throwing again, Daniel. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To the air again is Daniels. He'll step up and run this. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll run again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Looking to Samuel on the out route. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.